explain you the topic kingdom Plantae. So let us see which type of the organisms are included in kingdom Plantae. So kingdom Plantae is to include eukaryotic, multicellular and autotrophic. So let us see. So the organisms are eukaryotic, eukaryotic. Second, multicellular, and third is autotrophic. So let us see, what do you mean by the term eukaryotic? Dear student, those organisms which have well developed nucleus are known as eukaryotic organism. So kingdom Plantae used to include eukaryotic organism. Eukaryotic organism means which have well developed nucleus. Well developed nucleus. It used to include multicellular organism. Multicellular, all the organisms of kingdom Plantae are made of many cells. But dear student, few are made of single cell also, and these are known as unicellular organism. So first I will explain you about the unicellular organism. Kingdom Plantae is to include multicellular but also unicellular. Unicellular. What do you mean by unicellular? Those organisms which are made of single cell, are known as unicellular. For example, Chlamydomonas and Chlorella. Chlorella are made of single cell, and these are form of algae. Dear student, these are the form of algae. These are form of algae which are made of single cell. Next, volvox. Volvox is also made of single cell, but they are found in colony, means found in colonial form. Whereas Spirogyra, which is the multicellular form of algae. Multicellular form of algae. Spirogyra is multicellular form of algae. Dear student, means Chlamydomonas, Chlorella are unicellular, means made of single cell. Volvox is also made of single cell, but it is colonial form of algae. Spirogyra, which is made of many cells, and it is a multicellular form of algae. So dear student, kingdom Plantae used to include multicellular and unicellular. All the plants included in kingdom Plantae are made of many cells. As which were made of single cell, I told you about Chlamydomonas and Chlorella, Volvox. These are made of single cell known as unicellular. The next is autotrophic. What do you mean by autotrophic? Autotrophic are those organisms which are their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So dear student, all the green plants are autotrophic. All the green plants are autotrophic because they are able to make their own food. But few plants are parasitic. Even they are green, but they are parasitic. So let us see the parasitic plant. Parasitic plants. As the example, doda. Dear student, you are aware about the doda as it is a type of the climber. Slightly pale yellow in color, hanging. As you see, like the hanging like the climber, known as doda, and it used to depend for their food on other green plant. So doda is known as parasitic plant. Also, Rafflesia is also a type of parasitic plant. Dear student, few autotrophic plants are also known as carnivorous plant because they used to grow in the place which is deficient in nitrogen, and these plants used to fulfill the demand of nitrogen. They trap the insects. So these plants are known as carnivorous plant or insectivorous plant, known as insectivorous plant. So let us see carnivorous plants. Example, peach plant. Peach plants, Venus flytrap, Saturn are the example of the plant which are known as carnivorous because they used to fulfill their demand of nitrogen by trapping insects. So dear student, now we see kingdom Plantae is to include organisms which are eukaryotic, multicellular and autotrophic. Now I am going to explain you about plants. Dear student, plants are broadly divided into two main types, flowering and non-flowering. So let us see non-flowering. Non-flowering and flowering. So non-flowering are those autotrophic plants which do not bear flower and seed. So these are first Thallophyta, which includes algae. Example like Chlamydomonas, Walrus. Dear student, algae have thallus type of body structure and body is not being differentiated into stem, leaves and root. Next is Bryophyta. Example is mosses and liverworts. Dear student, mosses are known as amphibian of plant kingdom. They are like carpet, and the factors which are favorable for their growth is moisture and normal temperature. Means moisture or in damp area, mosses used to grow, and they are not differentiated into leaf, stem and root. But while you magnify, you will see a small leaflet-like structure. But when you magnify, then only it is possible to view it. Otherwise, it look like carpet, a green carpet over the surface of the earth. Next is Pteridophyta. Pteridophyta, which is used to include plant life, ferns, and ferns have well-developed leaf, well-developed stem, and well-developed root. So, dear student, non-flowering plants are like the Thallophyta, Bryophyta, and Pteridophyta. Thallophyta used to include algae, and algae you may have seen a string type of structure, and you can't differentiate that where is leaf, where is stem, and where is the root. Means Thallophyta are undifferentiated. Undifferentiated, you can't separate leaf, stem, or root. So the body structure is like thallus and known as Thallophyta, which used to include algae. And the example like the Chlamydomonas and Volvox. Second, Bryophyta. These are the mosses and liverwort. Mosses basically require the factor moisture and damp area and grow in normal temperature. It looks like a green carpet, but when you magnify it with the power glass or microscope, you see small leaflet-like structure can be seen. And the last, Pteridophyta, well-developed leaf, well-developed stem, well-developed root. An example is ferns. Let us say about the flowering plant. Dear student, flowering plants are of two types. Flowering plants are two types. These are gymnosperm, known as naked seed plant. Naked seed plant, and angiosperm. Angiosperms, known as closed seeded plant. Angiosperm have male and female cones. Means you can say gymnosperm are cone bearing plant. Cone bearing plant. They have male and female cones. Male and female cones. Example: cycas and pine. Cycas and pine. And dear student, their seed is naked. Seed is naked means outside there is no fleshy part. There is no fleshy part. For example, as you see mango. Outside of the seed there is fleshy part, but in the gymnosperm no fleshy part. Seed is naked. Seed is naked. Gymnosperm is also known as naked seeded plant, or you can say cone bearing plant. Cone bearing plant. An example is cycas and pine. Next is angiosperm. Angiosperm are those plants which are close seeded, known as a close seeded plant, well developed flower and fruit. Angiosperms are of two types. A, monocotyledon, and B is dicotyledon. Dear student, those plants which have one seed cotyledon or it contains one cotyledon seed is known as monocotyledon. For example, like rice, wheat, maize have one cotyledon. In the seed, one cotyledon. So it is known as monocotyledon. Example, and beans and many more are example of the pea, bean, mango. And seed used to include two cotyledons. Seed used to include two cotyledons. For example, you see in the pea you see two pieces. Seed is divided into two pieces, and this is example of the dicotyledon. Whereas in the rice you see a single cotyledon. So each part of the seed is known as cotyledon. So dear student, the plant which have one seeded cotyledon means a seed contain one cotyledon is known as monocotyledon, and seed which used to contain two cotyledon is known as dicotyledon. So dear student, please you read the Kingdom Plant Day and try to understand it. Thank you dear